Lately, decluttering has been on my mind. And I'm not just talking about decluttering our house, but also doing a digital declutter. And not only that, I've been thinking about how to declutter my mind. And so, in my research to find the best methods for decluttering, two prevailing methods have come to my attention. The first is the Getting Things Done method by David Allen. The second is the Bullet Journal method by Ryder Carroll. The bullet journal method focuses on a declutter of your mind. It incorporates aspects of mindfulness, and the concept for this planning system is work on less with more focus. The Getting Things Done method is decluttering your mind and everything else. The concept here is that your mind is meant for having ideas and not storing them. It is a productivity method to the extreme. After reading both of these books, I've organized the information that I learned from them into 5 points or steps in order to compare and contrast the two methods. The first step in the bullet journal method is called preparation. In the Getting Things Done method, it's called collect. In order to prepare, Ryder Carroll suggests taking a mental inventory. That's first writing down what you're working on, and then next writing down what you should be working on, and lastly, writing down what you actually want to be working on. This is where the mindfulness comes into play. After your mental inventory, you have a list of tasks, and then you should stop and really consider, why are you doing them? Ask yourself, does this matter? And is this vital? In the Getting Things Done method, David Allen suggests that you collect all of your stuff in what he calls an inbox. That includes projects, reports, meetings, systems, writing, errands, home maintenance, and many other things. It's basically collecting everything. The second step for the bullet journal method is system, and for getting things done, it's process. The bullet journal method really is a planner system. Ryder Carroll suggests collections or logs. First is an index so that you know on what page each of your different sections is, and then a future log, monthly planning, daily planning, and custom collections. Custom collections could be anything that you are interested in tracking. In the Getting Things Done method, once you've collected all of your stuff in your inbox, you then need to ask yourself for each item, is it actionable? Sometimes the answer is no, and we'll get into that more later on what you would do if the answer is no. But sometimes the answer is yes. And if you have items in your inbox and they are actionable, you are then asked to figure out, first of all, what is the next step? And then can it be done in less than 2 minutes? The third step in the bullet journal method is called the practice. And the third step for getting things done is organize. As I mentioned previously, the bullet journal really is a planning system. And so the main part of the bullet journal is your rapid logging. It's something that you do on a daily basis where you use symbols and then jot down short notations to help you collect your thoughts during each day. You have a note, an event, and a task, and each one is marked by a different symbol. Up till this point, I've seen a lot of similarities between the bullet journal method and the Getting Things Done method, but this is really where that comparison starts to separate. As I mentioned earlier, determining is a task actionable. If the answer is no, then David Allen suggests 3 follow-up steps. The first one is it goes in the trash. The next one is it goes into a someday maybe list, and the third one is you save it for reference. If your task is actionable, you then have a variety of categories that you can put this task into. It's you're waiting on someone else to do something. You also have lists, and there can be a plethora of lists that can fall under that. Next is projects, and that's project management and everything that entails. And then anything with a deadline would then go onto your calendar. Okay, we're back to having similarities between these two methodologies. The bullet journal calls the fourth step migration, while getting things done calls this step review. A monthly migration in the bullet journal system means that each month you review all of your tasks and action items and notes that have anything that need to be moved into the next month in order for you to track them. The getting things done method suggests a review done on a weekly basis. For the fifth step, we are at goals for bullet journal and do for getting things done. Once you have your planner system set up, the next thing is for you to establish what your goals are, and then to kind of figure out what your needle moving next steps are. Ryder Carroll suggests breaking it down to your big goal, and then sprints, and then those small everyday tasks that you need to accomplish in order to eventually get to making your goal. In the last step of do for getting things done, this is where you are able to choose actions based on your time, your priority, your energy, and this is where you set your long-term goals and priorities. I know that was a lot. Hopefully it helped you to hone in and narrow down your own planning style. If this was a video that you enjoyed, then please click the thumbs up button. If you would like to see more like this, then please subscribe. Until next time. I really appreciate the comments that people leave on my videos, and do try to take to heart the requests that people have. And someone made the comment that they wished I would do a comparison between these two planning resources.